Do you like lands? Do you like dealing damage with lands? Are you a fan of the Wild West? If you said yes to any of these, I have good news for you. We're playing a janky desert deck in standard rank today. Hey everyone, I'm back today playing Magic Arena, and I am super excited to show you my 4-color janky desert deck for standard. I've been playing it at my local game store for weeks now, winning the last 2 with it, and it has been an absolute joy to play. Let's head to the drawing board so I can break it down for you. The goal of this deck is to spend the first few turns gaining card advantage, keeping the opposing threats at bay and keeping the opponent's board as stable as possible. We then start by playing big threats in the mid game and continue to build board and hit for damage. While this is all happening, we are slowly attritioning our opponents with our land for turn each turn, getting them low on life so that we actually only have to hit them with a creature a couple of times to seal the game. As this is a deserts deck, let's start with the land base. I run 23 lands, 20 of which ping for 1 damage when they enter, so theoretically you can win off of only deserts. And 3 extras in the deck are just for fixing. Our most important colour is green, as it is the main colour in the deck and allows us to play our cards that search for other lands. We then have a good amount of black, as it is our early game removal and card advantage for us. And late game, we'll need 2 black to play our Grievous Wound to accelerate the damage our deserts are doing to the opponent. Blue is our next main colour and really the completion of our main 3 colours, though there isn't too much blue in the deck. There's usually more in the main board in best of 3. It's in my sideboard, sorry, in best of 3. We then finally have some red, as I mainboard Pyroclasm for aggressive decks, and then some white mana because I ran out of green deserts that could do damage, and green is an important colour. And in best of 3, I usually actually have some white in the sideboard with Crystal Barricade. We also run 3 Mirage Maces as fixing, as they become whatever land we're missing, and usually that's enough to get us to where we need to go in the game. We're going to next look at card advantage in the deck, as how the rest of the deck looks was definitely affected by these choices. Starting off, I have Cedar Hope, which for 1 mana mills us 2 and puts a permanent milled this way into our hand. The deck runs 47 permanents, so this usually hits something for you. And the 2 life also helps us early game, as it's a 1 mana play, gets us some life, keeps us in the game a little better. We are a quite slow deck with all our lands entering tapped. I then also run Overlord of Balmurk, as turn 2, this gives card advantage and fills some card types into the yard, but also returns a creature or planeswalker, getting the cards we'll be wanting to play from turn 4 into a hand ready to go. Then itself becoming a creature and a threat to the opponent later in the game. I also run a Think Twice, as it is a useful draw card if you have the mana to spare, but also you don't mind milling it to my other card advantage effects because you can flash it back and use it from the graveyard still. Next, I'm going to look at my interaction. I run a few ways to interact with the opponent, which I've chosen most of for the fact that they are permanents and can be hit by Seed of Hope. I run 4 Nowhere to Runs and 2 Hunter's Talents, with the talent providing the second benefit of giving my big threats trample later in the game, allowing me to punch through my opponent's board. I will note that though it is incredibly good in desert decks, I do not run Desert's Dew mainboard as it's not a permanent. I do, however, run 3 in the sideboard for my deck in store, as it's an excellent removal spell in deserts. It removes massive threats, but not being a permanent doesn't quite make the main board for me. I also run 2 copies of Pyroclasm to help deal with wide and aggressive boards, as 2 mana is very little for the damage that it can do. Now on to the fun part, creatures. The main ones I run are 4 copies of Outcaster Greenblade and 3 copies of Colossal Rattleworm. These are big threats that I can slap down for not much mana, with the Greenblade getting me a desert when I play it, which secures my land play for turn, and the Rattleworm can put a land from my deck into play, a desert, if the Rattleworm's in the graveyard, which accelerates my damage of deserts dealing damage to the opponent. I also run 2 Omnivorous Flytraps, as it can grow my board fairly easily, with many ways for me to actually get Delirium in my yard, including up to the 6 times. I also run 2 copies of Iridescent Vinelasher, as it can double or triple the damage from my deserts very easily. We're on to the wild cards of the deck now. First up is Grievous Wound as a one-of. This was as I was running out of rare wild cards, but also it usually is just for the life gain matchup. However, if I can get it down and then play a land for turn, it can start ending the game very quickly, especially when I have the Vine Lashes in play as well. I also run one Lumra, Bella of the Woods, to get mass deserts into play from my yard, and ping for damage with them. I also use 2 copies of Oko, the Ringleader, mainly because I think he's pretty cool, but also he becomes copies of my other big threats, which we're playing in the deck, or hilariously, the Iridescent Vine Lasher to ping for more damage when I play a land. Finally, I run 3 copies of Peerless Recycling, as it helps me dig out the extra stuff I've milled, or replay threats that my opponents have removed. Overall, the deck is fairly left field but fun to play, with no end to the satisfaction of playing a land for turn and doing 1 damage to your opponent. Let's see how the deck performs today. MJ Fahey 18. Alright. I like this opening hand. This is good. Got all my main colours. Seed of Hopes, some card advantage I can get on turn 2. I've got Think Twice if I need to try get that 3rd land. And a turn 3 Outcast a Green Blade. It's kind of it is a nice opening. So we'll keep that. There we go. Easy. Good start. Good start. They're probably like, deserts? What? Spyglass Siren? That's a flyer. That's unfortunate. I've got the nowhere to run at least now. That's going to be good to deal with that if needed. Do a damage. And I'm gonna... Yeah, we'll do the Seed of Hope now, just in case they're going to randomly counter it for some reason. Oh. I actually don't want to put that in the hand. I can actually accelerate a land with it. But, yeah, I probably want to leave it there. Worst comes to worst, like, if I don't draw a land, I can use it next turn to get a land into play from the yard, so that's probably better there than in my hand. I am really needing that land, though. That undoes what I did. Didn't get the land, so I think we have to Rattle Worm here, so we can secure the Outcast to play next turn. And we can go get our land. We're going to get... I've got two blue, 1 black, and 1 green, so green and red, just so I have the 1 red handy ready, in case I get the Pyroclasm, but green is definitely the relevant color to have. Fairy Mastermind. Alright. Good thing my Think Twice are doing your turn. Oh, Rattleworm into hand is nice. Gonna go Outcast a Green Blade. Unfortunately, he does not block dudes in the air. But he can go get me a Festering Gulch as a relevant mana color. And land for turn will be him, or the Festering Gulch, making him a little bigger. I do have next turn probably nowhere to run on like the Fairy Mastermind. And then I can still think twice at the end of turn if needed. Although I may do something else. Like I might go like Overlord to get a creature into the bin, and then Peerless Recycling, get a land from it to put in the hand. So I have a land ready. The flash on the Rattleworm's going to be minorly relevant. I can't really surprise block because his stuff flies, but I can slap a surprise Trampler down. They're doing a lot of thinking here. Goes to top of my deck, is it? Top or bottom of Zona's library. Okay, well he does get me a land. And it's annoying that I'm just going to play him again, but at least next turn if they bounce again I can play him and know where to run. So we're going to use him and we'll get another Festering Gulch, I think. It's definitely the most relevant land for me to have in the deck. Good news is, bouncing him, I just get more deserts from him, and playing him gets a desert, which does damage. Tap target creature and put a stun on it. Yep, that makes sense. Really want to get the Pyroclasm here. Pyroclasm would be really nice right about now. That's annoying. That's a little bit annoying, because he's going to take my nowhere to run. I'm assuming. It's the thing that removes the bat. I've waited one turn too long. Yeah, look, you're probably questioning my hand as well, sir, aren't you? The funny thing is, as much as I haven't hit him, he's at the same life as me. Oh, you took the rattle worm. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't have to go search for a land. You're expecting a nowhere to run? Well, I need to use it anyway. I probably need to use it to blow up the Flood Pits Drowner as well, because he's going to use that to pop my Outcaster Green Blade. Which is annoying. I'd rather use it on a flyer, but I don't have a... Well, I could cast Overlord of the Balmerk, but I think I'm not going to have another creature in the air soon, to be able to fly soon, so... Fortunately, able to keep the pressure on with that is good. I have the option of Overlord of Balmerk impending, or I could hold up mana to think twice. I think I'm going to go the Overlord here because I need to get some cards. Some creatures or something. Planeswalker, the Oko might help. Oh, I get access to the Oko, which makes creatures and draws me cards. So we'll go with that. He can also turn into the Outcaster Greenblade, which is relevant to get like an endgame, but I'm a little worried he's just going to tempo me out with flyers here. That hexproof does not matter in the slightest, sir. Yeah, 5's a very relevant number here. I've got to try get some of my life gain, if I can get like my gain 2 life, but Luma is helpful if I've got a land there, but has got reach. That's pretty relevant. And if I cast Luma, I'm not going to get to do anything else. I'm blocking one thing is not quite enough, so I think I have to go to think twice to try draw an answer. Yeah, that's annoying. He gets a card from me drawing. I'm going to be just shy by the looks. I've got the... Yeah. I'm going to have to... No, I don't make it. He's got me in the air. Flyers is a little annoying. Didn't... Oh, I guess if I... No, if I draw the Pyroclasm, I don't have enough mana for it now. Yeah. Well, let's cast Oko, because why not? I can draw cards off him. We'll see if I would have hit it. They're countering the Oko. That's fair. Man, if I hit the Pyroclasm, that counter wouldn't have stopped it. I'll hit with that, and we're going to call it game. I'll call it once the hitters hit him, so he knows I'm not being arrogant. It's a little frustrating. The Flyers got to me. That's alright, though. It's hard. Flying matchup's hard for me, because they just sweep over me. If I don't get the Pyroclasm, it's hard to get through it. I'm playing best of one, but when I play this in paper, the sideboard's got some stuff to deal with it. Bulavka, 666. Alright. Okay, this sounds okay. We've got the Soured Springs. Turn 2 Iridescent into a land, which is nice. The Maze is for my fixing if I need, but I've got all my main colours here. With a Think Twice as well, so I don't mind that. It's a nice opening. And I've got the Nowhere to Run as well, so I've got that removal if I need on turn 3, because my land's all enter-tapped. It's weird being a turn behind, but it's funny. You good with that hand, sir, or are you needing to take a mull? Sir? There we go. Alright. Soured Springs, take your damage. Good start for us. 1 damage. Well, expected start for us. It's not often I really need to play the Mirage Maze, so they're just there in case. They do give me whatever colour I need. Cats. Oh, I need to draw my Pyroclasm already. Already wanting to draw that is worrying. Ooh, Grievous Wound is useful for this though. They've got life gain, so if I can get to that point in the game, it's very relevant. So we play the Vine Lasher first. Wish I could Offspring it, but... And then we play our land for turn. And they can take some damage. Yeah! So satisfying. Just land pings. Kind of want to save the removal for a bigger threat than this as well. As much as he'll be able to proc it next turn. Because he'll definitely get enough creatures. Oh, excellent. Don't have to go digging for a land. Mind you, I'm probably just holding up a Think Twice to cast in his turn. I think it's literally just that and no attacks. We just end the turn there. If he plays something I need to kill, nowhere to run. If he doesn't, I can think twice. I like having options. We have the 4th land, at least, if we need. So I'm not stressed on that, but we got all our colours. There's the Arabo, yep. Resolve that. I can kill it at least. Helps me decide what I'm doing. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind that resolving once. Because me killing that won't stop it. Flash that nowhere to run in onto Arabo. And I can now block that helpful hunter. Works out well for me. Oh, excellent. Lush Oasis. Does Arena have a thanks one? It does. I'm glad it has the thanks one. I think I just... no attacks, end the turn there. I'm holding a Think Twice, and the only 1-drop that I could draw I can also play as an instant, so if I draw that I'll just play it at the end of his turn as well. Otherwise I think I'd rather just hold up mana, intimidate the opponent. Kutsil. Oh, I can't cast spells in your turn? That's very good against me. I'm going to cast my spells. Oh, and I've got the Rattleworm as well in hand that I can't surprise in now. That's annoying. No blocks there. Yeah, have to let it through. And I draw another Rattleworm, of course. I think my play here is just to get the Mesa down and play a Rattleworm. I think I need the blocker. And we'll just name... I've got 3 green, I've got 2 black and 1 red. I only need 1 red, so I think I'll just name... black is the other relevant colour. I still get to ping some damage. And we will play a Rattleworm. If he kills it, I get to accelerate land, so... no attacks there. And I've got a nice blocker now. Though if I don't draw the land, I may not play the Grievous Wound that turn. I might wait till I can follow it with a land. Oh, Arabo again. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Need to draw my Pyroclasm. That currently kills most of the board because it will lose the Arabo buff. Attacking, or... That's fair, that's fair. We didn't get... I've got no lands yet. We didn't get a land. I think the better play here is to get another Rattleworm down. I think I need to get a second one down. No attacks. It's a little unfortunate because it's kind of a dead turn, but we're holding up the wound for next turn, hopefully. And if they kill, like, the Vine Lasher, I've got the mana to Peerless Recycling it. That's a lot of dudes! Oh, that's a lot of dudes. Looking forward to halving his life total with a land. Are you swinging in yet? Or are you going to give me more time to draw a Pyroclasm? You kind of need to go all in if you're swinging. There it is. I'm assuming he's got claws out as well. but I need to still block. I could block assuming he doesn't have claws out and keep them. So assuming he does have claws out and keep the rattleworms. Do I still survive then if it's 10 and I do still survive just, although I'm not in a good spot. And if he doesn't have claws out, I take 8, which is half my life. Doesn't have claws out. Okay. That's fine. It's closer to getting it, unfortunately. Need to draw that Pyroclasm right about now. I did get the Festering Gulch, though. How likely is he to kill me next turn at this point? He's got... I can block 1, 2, 3 things. I'm halving his life total twice because of 2 pings on the Vine Lasher. I could just take the risk and see how low I get him. His big stuff is there and these 4, which will definitely all proc. He gets through at the moment. These have trample though. I could try and just be aggressive. We'll see what happens. I don't think I've got the game, but we'll play aggressively and see if I can get it through the life totals and pings. Because that gets him to 4. If I just swing with the rattleworms, they've got trample. I'm relying on a misplay, but I don't think I survive a block anyway on 8 life. Because he has to block 6 power in front of both, otherwise he's probably... Oh, 1 power can get through. I can have 1 power get through, and he'll survive. So I need 2 power to get through to have him actually die. Which is currently... He'd has to block with everything except 1. Oh, he's done it. Yeah, no, that's fair though. I was relying on a misplay. Yep. Do I survive this turn still if Vine Lasher blocks as well? Without a claws out, I do. And I can just Colossal Rattleworms from the yard to accelerate. Oh, that Brushland hurts a lot to use. Can't gain the life though. It's a very close game. Okay, if he's got the buff, he wins. If he doesn't have the buff, he doesn't win. Oh, I got a 1. Unless he can get a damage, and I think I can get there. Land for turn. And then Colossal Rattleworm. That one. We got there! Desert's got there! Oh, that was so close. I even managed to do it without the Pyroclasm. That was really good though. Very satisfying game for Deserts. Anthman 27. Oh, it's an amazing hand if one of these were green. Amazing hand if one of these were green. Well, it's going to have to be a mulligan now, which is annoying, but that's keepable. It's annoying, but it's keepable. We'll keep that, and I'm going to tap the Peerless Recycling, because Pyroclasm might be needed. I'd rather need it and not have it than have it and not need it. I'd rather not have it. No, I'd rather need it and not... I'd rather have it and not need it than not have it. I had it right the first time, didn't I? Backwards pinging them. I really need to draw a land. This is great when I get a land, because I get to play these every turn. I just keep getting lands. Discard a card. I actually probably ditch an Outcast at Greenplate. I hate that, but... Nowhere to Run is nice to draw there, but unfortunately this probably needs to name blue for Oko. Mind you, by the time I can play Oko, I've played one of these, so I can play this with black. And then I can Nowhere to Run in the next turn, if I need. Well, that's 2 Nowhere to Runs I can play now. It's a little unfortunate. I I'm glad they're not doing much. Yeah, that can resolve. You're going to enter something? Tap target creature. Good. Kind of glad I couldn't play something. Actually, no, because I'm really behind now. I need that land. Because I still can't even... If I draw the land, I can't even use it this turn. Which is so funny for me, like, to me, that... I know it's terrible for me, but it's kind of funny that I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll just accept I'm a turn behind. Doesn't know where to run to kill this. Try and keep him at bay a bit. That's not a land. I probably could have actually held for the Pyroclasm, but... Oh well. Never mind, it didn't matter. Oh, this is rough. Lance is not something I'm short of in this deck. But 23, so... I'm probably letting that through for now. I think I need to risk a Pyroclasm, let him build board a bit. Yeah, I'm glad I did that, because now I can hit 2 things. He might have a counter in hand, but... Oh, that's helpful. That's really helpful. Jagged Barrens, take your damage. And then we're going to try for the Pyroclasm. Oh, awesome. I'm so happy that could stay. Can resolve. Okay, now I have to claw my way back in the game. I can at least play a Green Blade next turn. He's probably holding counters up, but... Ooh, what's that one? He's gonna bounce something to my hand, but... That's alright, it'll just get me more lands. For now, I can get a land so that next turn I can play this and one of these, so... That works out okay if you bounce this, thank you. If you don't, it's a big dude. We're gonna get the Simic land here. Because I've got black there, Mirage is at black, and I need some more green, and I also need some blue at all. I'm sort of expecting the bottomless pool to hit this round though. Which then gives me 2 choices of, do I play this and offspring it? Or I guess it depends if I draw the land. Yeah, that's fair, I'm expecting that. Didn't get a land, so we play him and 1 Vine Lasher. Go get a Desert, which will be possibly Simic again. Oh, I might go blue. Oh, it's probably Simic again, actually. I think I'd rather get that again. Ping for damage there. I did that in the wrong order. Whoops. You saw that misplay here. Whoops! That's okay. If he removes it, he's used a card on it. Nowhere around there we go. He's used a nowhere to run on it. That's annoying, but okay. He would have done it at the right time anyway. Oh, actually no. He wouldn't have had a chance. There wouldn't have been priority until the trigger went on the stack. Well... I think I need to let that alive for now. I got to kill this Fear of Infinity just because flying lifelet's annoying. I know we can get it back, but that's kind of funny. We're going to go Hunter's Talon, I think. Because that can then kill this Fear of Infinity. And then I can still play another Green Blade. Let's kill this. And then I've got Trample to give ready to go later. Play another Green Blade. Having all of these at the start was alright, I just had to get to that land. It's nice that once I finally hit the land, I'm like, and I can get into the game now. Get the Festering Gulch. Land for turn. You can take a damage. I could hold it, but... I don't think I want. I think I'd rather get it down. Hit with the 7-8. And next turn I'll be able to start giving Trample if needed, so... Works out well. Or I can look at playing the Oko for some draw, or a Surprise Rattleworm. Depending what I think is good. If I draw the land, I'll probably go Vine Lasher Offspringed. And they're digging for some answers. started to get the upper hand this game though, which is good. Should be able to hopefully keep the pressure on enough to get there. I've got good cards in hand. Oko will be a second creature if I can get him down. So we'll see. The lifelink on these is annoying. I'd like to draw my my no lifelink for you card. Oh, that's a concede. Well, we got there. Awesome. Annoying I didn't get to do the last turn, because I didn't have him that turn, I don't think. Oh, I probably could have, actually. Ooh, I like that. It's got the green. It's got the blue and black. We can keep that. We can keep that. The Grievous Wound's nice as well, because it means I'll be able to stop them gaining life. If they're a life gain deck, hopefully by turn 5, which in hand I have 4 lands, because Outcaster will get the 4th, so I've got 5 turns to get a land to turn 6 play this, so should happen, I hope. I hope I'm not jinxing it. And the Bristling Backwards being the red, the Desert here being the green and the red one's nice, because it means I've got my Pyroclasm online if I can draw it. Yes. Considering if they're mulling, I'm guessing. Hoping they decide soon. I could just fast forward this segment. That is some thinking, though. It must be a difficult choice. Or it's got, like, all the pieces he wants, but, like, nothing to get there, like all the hands I keep. It's like, oh, I really want to play it, but I shouldn't, but I wanna. Oh, they're playing it. Hello. Always play the green land first. Green's always the highest priority, then black. For colours up. I do like having to like think ahead in this deck as well though. As much as you have to kind of plan what colours you're going to need. I like the thing, I like that it's like, oh, what colours will I need? A bit of planning. It's cool, it makes it an interesting deck to play. Oh, your sleight of hand, okay, you could be an interesting matchup for me. Soured Springs next. Hurt you a little, and that'll be all. Probably do the second Soured Springs next, and I'll have the Nowhere to run up for in their turn if needed. Cash Grab. Oh, they're playing. Oh, they're playing the Crab deck with the This Town Ain't Big Enough. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I played this in store once, and it's mad respect. It's so much fun. It's so much fun to play. I played it in paper in store, and it's a lot of fun. I'm assuming that's what they're playing. In Simic, they've played a Cash Grab, and they've milled the Crab. Like, oh no, This Town Ain't Big Enough. They grabbed the Crab off the mill, but that's cool. I love that. They're currently at 3, so you cost 4. You're gonna get 1 more in there to play it this turn, which is not likely. So play it next turn. And tap my dude then. Oh, you can play the Terror this turn though. I can't stop that. It's a little tempting to like play the Nowhere to run. Even though it doesn't kill it. Just to have it on board to then Hunter's Talent, but I think I'm probably better off waiting. We're definitely playing the Green Blade, but I think we play the Green Blade. I'll get the Simic land off him and play that as land for turn. I've got enough power to block his stuff now, but he can just tap it with the Crab, so I'm gonna need to start killing stuff. Fortunately, he doesn't bounce it with the Crab, he just taps it. He bounces it with the other one. This Town Ain't Big Enough. Nice. I respect the Crab. It's annoying that I might lose to it, but I respect the Crab. He's still got the mana for This Town Ain't Big Enough, which is annoying. So it's interesting figuring out what I need to do here. I think I want to go... I think I want to save the Nowhere to Run a play in his turn, so I can make something weaker when it hits me. We'll probably get the Gulch down as land for turn. Get that down. We'll see if he's going to play the Crab to tap my green... Oh, he can't, because he's only got... So I can try and force him to play the bounce spell while I've got the mana up to cast it again. So we'll go to combat and swing. Oh, will we swing? Oh, that's greedy. I've only got the one black up as well, so I can't Overlord and Nowhere to Run. I think I'll go for a swing, and then I'll cast the Hunter's Talent after. Because either he'll have not played a bounce spell, and I force him to bounce one of his things so that it can't hit me next turn, or he doesn't play it because he hasn't got it, and I get to keep the Green Blade. Otherwise, he'll bounce it here, and then I can just play it again. And have it as a blocker then. We'll see what he does. Oh, I'm so glad they're playing Crab, though. This is a fun... I like Crab. It's funny and cool. I'm glad I get to play it on camera. Yep, and we are going to attack. Are you going to play your bounce spell? Nope. I'm going to take the damage. Oh, so there's a chance he doesn't have it. Either way, I'm forcing him to get... Either he loses it from it dying, or he loses it because he bounces it and has to play it again, which I know he likes, but it can't hit me immediately. And I still have the Nowhere to Run up to debuff him next turn. Yep, that can resolve. And we'll end the turn there. I think I'm going to need to get this wound down to seal it against him, because it means I don't have to attack him. And things like that won't extend his time in the game. But it depends if I think he's going to be able to kill me in his next turn, because he's not going to have enough power by the looks of it on face. He's going to have... Oh, now he will. Oh, no, because I'm negging one. So I can run the risk, because if he doesn't have a way to buff it, then he won't have lethal. If this resolves. Yep. So now he doesn't have lethal on me next turn with a hit. Which means I can Grievous Wound into playing land. So I think we do that. Play it on him. And then we play land for turn. Loses half his life, go to 4. I need to somehow get 2 lands into play next turn. Which is a bit of an ask, but I can Overlord and hopefully... Like, the Overlord might hit the Mill the Worm, in which case I can use its ability to play a land from my yard. We'll see. It's risky regardless, but... Gonna tap your creatures, please? Yup. Go to 3. Here's the risk. We're just hoping to get... we're gonna play Overlord Impending. Because I need 2 blockers as well. At least. Even then. Oh! I didn't... Oh, hang on. I got the Lumra. I don't have the mana to play it, though. Annoyingly. That would have done it, though. If I'd drawn it. Well, we'll get the Lumra anyway. In case I somehow survive. Well then... Land for turn. Put them to 1. So close. Too bad I don't have a way to just do 1 damage. I wish it put it into play. Huh, be so nice. I understand why it doesn't, but it'd be so nice. Come on, you've won the game. You've won the game. I'm just kind of relying on you misplaying, like... You could tap and hurt yourself with Yavimaya, that'd get me the game. Or you could just time out. It's going to be an uninteresting way to win, though, for me. If you wait that long, but... So knowing I didn't draw this for turn there, that would have been amazing. Drop that down, and then land for turn. Would have been great. Let's get the Gulch. It's a little annoying. If this is going to continue, I'm just going to fast forward this. Yep, they are disconnected. That's an unfortunate and annoying way to win. But also, I drew Colossal Rudderworm for turn. If I had drawn a card and then milled, I would have had it! It would have been milled! That's alright, though. We got the win, unfortunately, I guess. But it was a very close game still. It was a very close game, a lot of fun. It's just unfortunate they left at the end. But I think I just fast forward through the timers. Oh, and they lost because they're out of timers. That's unfortunate. It was a very close game, though, and a fun game. It's just an unfortunate end. But it's in rank, so I'll take the win. Ooh, I like this opening hand. Only 2 lands, but so much to do so early. And an Oko for later on. I like that. This is fun. We also have the turn 2 play, which is the Seed of Hope. Festering Gulch, start getting that damage in. So satisfying to just every turn go, take one, take one, take one, off of just playing lands. That's annoying, but I can kill it at least with this next turn. I'm going to Seed of Hope first. Ooh, I can get the land or the Outcaster. I think I want the Outcaster here, because he just gets a land anyway. And then land for turn will be the Springs. I still need to get a red mana, which might be what I search for off of the green blade. So I've got my Pyroclasm up. If I draw Pyroclasm. Be really helpful here. Really helpful. I'm gonna probably just land and pass then, because I just play, in case they go to buff one, I can play this on the other, or on the one they're buffing if it kills it, or the one it will actually kill otherwise. Or that. You know what? I might just kill that. Let's know where to run this thing. I don't mind taking the damage if you lose that Angel of Vitality. Oh, there you go. Drew another Nowhere to Run. We'll go the Green Blade now. You can go get me my mana that will pay for a Pyroclasm, which would be red. Do I have any other red combo? No. Red and green's the only red I have. Well, I get one of them. I've got plenty of red, but I'll take more. Hopefully I can get into my my Grievous Wound to slap on him, but... Youthful Valkyrie, it's annoying, but I'll probably hold up a Nowhere to Run to put on it, or I can kill it with the Green Blade, actually. With the Hunter's Talent, sorry. Although, I don't mind putting the Oko down here. He is likely to have a way to kill it. But I'll get to draw 2 cards, and that's kind of good. I think we'll land for turn, play the Creosote, and then we can hit with the Green Blade, because if he blocks it, I'm feeling very good playing the Oko. If he doesn't, he takes 6, which is a lot of damage. He takes 6. And then if I slap the Oko down, if he does die, It means they sent everything there, and it's keeping me alive. Likely I'll be able to hit him with the Outcaster again. If he doesn't die, I have a second Outcaster. And he also draws me 2 cards right now. Because I have committed a crime. Apparently playing... Discard a card, that's right. Just kind of think twice. Oko does that. Yeah, apparently playing in Desert is a crime, so... It is, I know why, but... Oh, you got the Banishing Light on it. That's pretty good still, that's relevant. I'll just play another. Oh, that's annoying. That's very annoying. Because now I can't even Hunter's Talent them. That is perfect timing. That is absolutely perfect timing. Because you can go there, stop that life gain. You'll need another Banishing Light to get rid of it, but for now, at least I'm putting you to 6, I think? 7. Which is pretty useful, so you need to pop that now. Angel Vitality. Yeah, it's going to do more damage with this, but... Alright, well I've got the Lush Oasis. And I can play another Oko. So that if they do get the Banishing Light, I still have an Oko. And I can hold up a Nowhere to Run. Oh, and we'll uptick Oko. Try and hit another Desert, because currently a Desert's what wins it for me. Oh, I think we ditched the Overlord. Because now they have to kill me here. And I have got removal here. Banishing Light, yep. That's pretty good, but you have to hit the wound, not the Oko. Yep. Oh, that's annoying. Make me want to leave that Angel of Vitality alive. You can't trick me like that. We're going to know where to run a Healer's Hawk. Absolute waste, but it keeps Oko alive. You can get your bonus life gain, that's fine. Oh, they all went at it. Oh, I thought one went at me. Whoops. That's alright. Misplay on my part. I do need to get a creature, though, because I cannot remove stuff without a creature. That's a creature. I think my best play is actually not even to use it here. I think Nowhere to Run. Again. Let's get rid of this Angel of Vitality. And land for turn there. Just name black, I guess. I'm gonna hold this end the turn so I can slap this down next turn and then just talent. They're low on cards as well, so... And this will be able to kill the Valkyrie already. Outcaster Green Blade. Get the Simic land. Hunter's Talent. Killing the Valkyrie. And Hunter's Talent. Killing... I think I have to kill the Overseer. I think I'd rather be taking less than stopping them healing. At the moment. If they have removal, then they're still kind of in the game. Ooh, Paragon. They can play cards again. That's alright, I don't mind that. I don't have anything in my yard I can use yet. I've got the land in hand, so I can get them to 1. Mind you, I still want to play it first, because it's more damage if I play it and then hit. I can also level up both the talents to 2, and probably one to level 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can get that a little higher, so... Man, I wish I had the counter life gain here, but... That's handy. They got 1 mana up there. Level 2. And... That's currently level 2. Let's go level 2. And I will do a Seed of Hope here, because I still got mana to level 1 of them up. Oh! Vine Lasher. And I can still play him Offspring. I don't need the card draw then. Play him Offspring. Auto pay. And then I can play land. That does 6 damage immediately. Unless he's got some way to stop this damage. This has him here, because he has to stop this damage. It's 13 with trample. That should be lethal. Yep, there it is. Deserts! Woo! Loving the deserts. So there you have it. The deck performed quite well today. I had a lot of close games and even managed to secure a win that seemed out of reach in a rough matchup. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you thought of the deck, and what fun janky decks you're playing on Arena at the moment. While you wait for my next Magic video, you can check out my other videos on the channel, or follow the link in the description to the deck list for this deck, and try it out yourself. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.